how are you? I am fantastic. I have a video for you about how you know that you're making any progress. So as we all know, creation is finished. We do not create anything. We choose the parallel reality that we want to experience. We choose the state that we want to inhabit, and the state has everything that it needs. The state has the reactions of you. The state has the reactions of other people. The state has the possessions. It has everything. Whatever you can imagine, it already exists. So you just need to know how does this state look? How do I look in this state? How do I feel? How do I behave? How do others behave? How does my cat behave? My dog, my parents, my boyfriend, my girlfriend? Everything. You can only know where you are if you know the state. If you don't know the state, you'll go around guessing like, maybe this is part of the state, this is part of the new parallel reality, and I'm heading in the right direction. But if you know that certain behavior of yourself and of others belongs to the parallel reality / the state, then you know that you're making progress. Then you know that you're actually, in fact, molding the reality into the one you wish to see. What do I want to, I wrote a blog piece about this as well. So I'm kind of thinking, shall I copy the blog post or shall I add some other things to it? Yeah. So there are several lists out there that help you getting clear on how this parallel reality looks, how this state looks. And also I am making a list. It's just with the Monique sauce. Like I know that Sunny Sharma, I just recently found out about him. I'll put a link in the description below to a couple of videos of him that I like, or one video, and then you can research the rest of his channel yourself. He is really, I adore his energy. This is such a nice guy, and he is so knowledgeable, and he talks a lot about reality transurfing, the book of Vadim Zealand that he has dissected, and he is explaining from that point of view. And I saw that he recently also got into Neville, or maybe he knew Neville longer, I don't know. Reality transurfing and Neville's teachings are similar. It's just another way of like another angle, and I really like the concepts in reality transurfing. Why did I get here? Oh yeah, because of the list. So I am also compiling a list that will help you gain clarity on how does the state look? How are you in the state? It takes obviously a lot of awareness from yourself to constantly be checking in with yourself. Am I still in state? Am I still in the parallel reality I want to be? And when you see behavior and things happen that are not part of the state because you know it, because you wrote it down, do not react. It's an echo from something else. You slipped back into the old man temporarily. Just don't react to it. And when you don't react to it, no biggie, then you can easily slip back into the new man, his or her clothes. Also, what's really what's a really cool story that illustrates how this stuff works and why it's really nice and important actually also to be super specific is the story of the doctor and his wife, which is a Neville story or story. It's how do you say that? I think these people, no, I know these people were following Neville's teachings and they sent in a letter, or maybe they told him in person about their success. And it's from the book The Law and the Promise. It's the second story, and you can look it up, or I can also put a link in the description so you don't have to look it up, you can go straight to it. And for the ones that don't know, this is a little summary of the story. So the doctor and his wife, they bought these premises and they built some houses on there, and they still have an open space that they want to build an apartment building, but they do not have any money for that. And they're like, okay, so we're just gonna wait until we have money. Then they learn about Neville and his teachings, and they're like, wait a minute, if this is true, then we can also imagine that the apartment building will be built without us having to put in any money. So they become super clear on how they want everything to unfold. And the most important thing is they will not put in a dime. So that's the most important thing in their imaginal story. Time goes by, and at one point they get approached by this project developer, and he's like, hey, I saw that you have an empty lot, I have an idea for an apartment building, but I would need this and that and such, and maybe we could put money in together or something like that. And they almost decide to do it, but then they remember, hey, wait, hold on. This is not what is in our imagination. And this is super important, this part, because they knew what they imagined. They know the parallel reality that they have chosen. They know the state exactly, which is no dime, no money. We don't put any money of ourselves in there. So they decide, okay, we're not going to do anything. We're going to thank this man for his wonderful proposal and that he's willing to help us out, but we're not going to do it because this is not what we've imagined. They keep to it, they keep to the vision, and they just trust that whatever will happen, it will unfold perfectly. And what do you know? The project developer, he found out that he could get some money from wherever, and he offers to pay for everything. And that's when they said, yes, this is what we've imagined. And then they signed the papers and the apartment building was built. Now back to you and to your amazing reality and what you're creating. If you don't know what belongs to the state, if you don't know what behaviors, what qualities, what possessions, whatever belongs to the state, you can also, it can get tricky at times. It doesn't have to be difficult, but it can get tricky in times. Because you're not really sure what state am I in today, then you can use circumstances, other people, even animals like your cat, your dog, the neighbor's cat, the neighbor's dog, to help you determine where you are. Sometimes it's really easy to feel in which state you are because you just feel it and you know it. And sometimes life happens. And you could still be in that state, but you could also have fallen out and returned back to the old man, which is not such a biggie in the grander scheme of things. But then again, if you are serious about this conscious creation stuff and you also would like to speed up the materializing in 3D of that which you're creating, then it's better to be in state as much and as long as possible. So that's it. I am super positive that this video will help you. Oh, well, no, it's not it. It's almost it. Okay, 10 minutes. It's almost it. I wanted to tell you a little story from my own experience. I just found a receipt of pants that I bought the 2nd of June in 2018. And these pants were way too small. And as I did when I was younger, and as I did then in this, the 2nd of June 2018, I thought, I will fit in these pants. I will make it happen. So time went on. I don't believe in dieting. So I thought, I don't know how it's going to happen that I'm going to fit into these pants, but I will fit into these pants. So, as I said, time went on, and now we're in November 2019. Fast forward to almost 3 weeks ago when I came back from my yoga teacher training in India. I could wear the pants, and it meant that I lost 5 kilos. And the interesting thing is, at one point, fitting into these pants wasn't even a goal anymore. So I envisioned myself thinner. I also felt good inside of my body, but I wasn't focusing on getting into these pants at all. I felt inspired to go super hardcore into sports. BBG I've done, for those of you who have followed me for a longer time know, and also who follow me on Instagram, know that I've done BBG for about 7 months. I didn't fit into these pants, but I didn't care anymore. Like, they were still too tight. I felt really strong and I felt good into myself. I felt good in my body. I felt fit, I felt whatever, I felt everything. I felt called also to do a yoga teacher training, which had nothing to do with these pants at all, I can tell you. I know it's part of my bigger plan of what's, like, you know, life's plan for me and my plan for my life. And when I came back from India, I found out that I lost 5 kilos because there I wasn't paying attention to how my body looked or anything. I was just hardcore into our Indian teacher training. It was, oh my goodness, it was so tough, but one of the most amazing things I did. And I came back and I thought, let me see if I fit into these pants. And I did. I was like, wow. And that's how things unfold. Like, the bridge of events, everything that led up to me fitting into those pants, that's not like my end game of life, fitting into these pants. But it was also a wish of mine. It was also a desire I had. And everything just comes together. And usually it all comes together, like more things come together because I fit in the pants. I have my yoga teacher training paper. I have the knowledge that will help me, and through me, you, to consciously create even more amazing things. So everything always comes together, and the bridge of events that gets me from point A, not fitting the pants, to point B, fitting into the pants, I could not have imagined that. I wasn't sitting down and thought, okay, what shall I do to fit in these pants? Okay, I will go into hardcore sports and do a yoga teacher training. No, I just had this, I want to fit into these pants. And whatever will happen, will happen. Okay, enough about pants. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Sorry, I forget to. There's the camera. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. It might even be in a couple of minutes, and otherwise, another day.